Hey, beautiful tribe, it's Pink Bella. This is an impromptu YouTube live. It is Thursday, September 5th, and it's just because there's so much going on, and I have more information than what came through on Monday. So, welcome everyone. I'll just wait for a few people to come online. Thank you in deep gratitude for all of you, for this community, for our awakening and our ascension process, for all of you who share my work, like, comment. I love this YouTube community. And thank you everyone as well who follows me on Facebook and who follows me on YouTube and Instagram and who books sessions and readings. Aloha everyone. So I promise I will do a Q&A at the end and check out and see how everyone's doing. And let me know where you're from. So I personally am in the Pacific Northwest. I'm on the west coast of North America in Canada, but just north of Seattle, not too far away. We're all very much linked along the West Coast as everyone is on the East Coast in North America. And there's been a huge activation for all of us through this weekend and preparing us already for the 9/9 portal. So I'm not really going to pull cards today. I've got a few cards to show because I want to get into the transmission a little bit more. And for those of you who have already watched the previous video, if you have questions or just share with me how you're doing, that would be great. I'm finally starting to feel like the integrated pieces are coming back together in my reality. So, but it's been, the weekend was intense, and the essence of it was there was a lot of things happening both on planet and off, and there was a lot of this was like the biggest solar storm experience that we've had, and that activates our light bodies, that activates our DNA and our crystalline structure, and also our new chakra system. It's also bringing in another level of our higher self. This is preparation for many things, including those of you who resonate being a twin flame, those of you who are star seeds. I knew that this was going to be an important month. They all are, but we are accelerating towards 2020. And I'm grateful I can come in and be here and share from my perspective kind of what's happening at my end and what's coming up. So if this resonates with you and you can give this a thumbs up and share with other folks, I'd really appreciate it. I love all of you so much. Wow. Okay. So for any of you who are new subscribers, thank you for being here. And for those of you who've been around from the beginning, I'm so grateful. I am a intuitive empowerment coach, a way shower, a light worker, a twin flame, and a starseed because they kind of are assignments. And I bring all of those components into sessions and readings for you and to these lives as well. So did I know that this was going to be my role? No, no. I actually started off with aromatherapy and healing. And before that, I was in the corporate world for 20 years. So that's why I can bring so much insight to all of you because I've been on this journey a long time. The twin flame activation for myself brought me into being Pink Bella and bringing me all to you. So for that, I'm forever grateful. And there's been twists and turns on my journey, like there are with all of you. But you can see that I'm happy and I'm joyful and I'm grateful for my now, for everything that's happening in my now. We are all preparing for 2020. It's a mass preparation. Many of you are being called up. I've shared this before for soul mission, for moving forward. Some of you have felt stuck and you've come to me for the Akashic sessions or chakra balance, because we are fine-tuning our instrument. We have, things that have happened to us in this lifetime, things that have happened to us in other lifetimes, things that have happened to us on the twin flame journey or waking up and that we're a starseed. Maybe we had a trauma in our childhood, or we've had traumatic relationships, codependent narcissism, that sort of thing. We've learned so much on this journey and being on this planet. Honor yourself, all of you. Honor yourself that you've come this far, that you agreed to incarnate at this time to do all this personal healing work and be on this journey. That's also the big component of the twin flame connection, is to activate and help us detox and clear out wounds and trauma and old programming to prepare us for the union of the new masculine and feminine templates within, which are coming in more and more every gateway. And also preparing you for the story, for your love story, if that's what you choose, preparing you for your soul mission, preparing you to understand more about being a starseed and what that means and what you've brought to this planet. So as a starseed, for us as humans, everything has happened in linear order, like it was like yesterday and a year ago and many lifetimes ago. But in actuality, the timelines are all running concurrently. So you could have had an experience in Egypt that would still be running now unless it's cleared and closed and sealed, okay? So the Egyptian timeline has become really huge again. I've been seeing Ra on license plates again, and I laugh now because I'm like, oh, hey, what up, Ra? What do I need to clear now? And I think recently it's just more about knowing that some of you are going to need some assistance with the Egyptian timeline. Okay, Egypt has a lot of energy still, and it has a lot of potential around the pyramids. However, you know, I share about this once in a while, but there still are dark portals and dark energy on this planet, and there is still manipulation of certain areas. Egypt is one of them. And there also were, for some of us, as high priests and priestesses, we created vows during our initiations in Egypt that we need to release and let go of now so we can be fully here and present. That's really what it's all about, being here fully present, not having these other aspects of ourselves and other timelines, including childhood, including something traumatic that may have happened last week or a year ago, okay? And I've been there right along with you. This year has been a wild ride for me. The good news is, after the equinox at the end of September, many of us are going to get the green light for movement. I've been given the date of the 25th of September onwards because a lot of opportunities and areas on the planet are going to be reopened for some of us to do more traveling and move, etc. Okay. So I just wanted to come on today because the 9/9 portal is already coming up. It's already on Monday. And I didn't know if I would get a chance to do another video before then, okay? So the 9/9 portal I shared in the previous reading has been a specific gateway for myself personally for years. As a matter of fact, when I heard the call of my soul to go on my physical journey in the 90s, it took me to Egypt. And I had an activation at the pyramids and the Sphinx. I actually had a massive download of so much information that it took me until I got to Australia. I lived in Australia for a year to understand that I'd had like a big shift. Fast forward to coming back to Canada, I was a completely different person. I become vegan, not 100% vegan anymore. I'm just doing the best I can. I am in a northern country that gets very cold in winter, so everybody's body has to adjust to different food situations. Okay, so we all do what we're guided to do with our bodies. So one thing that has come forward for me for the 9/9 portal, some of you might be called to go on a detox and or detox this month, get back into really taking care of your physical body and getting your body strong. So physical exercise, some kind of routine detoxing, maybe lemon water in the morning, that kind of thing, okay? This is to help our vessels to be clear and to be at a higher vibration. That, and I know that I'm going to be receiving more information about that. I have been consuming lemon water for quite a while. My diet is already shifting because the seasons are already shifting a little bit. And we are going, you know, into a higher frequency for September. So the 9/9 portal was a date I pulled out of the hat when I left on that journey that completely shifted me around to start waking up to remember all of you. That journey, 2 years later, I realized I was a starseed. I had a reading with someone like myself who already knew about starseeds. There were 3 amazing women that were channeling in the Pleiadians at Mount Shasta already in the late 80s. And one of the books, I've shared this before, is Bringers of the Dawn by Barbara Manzaniak, and there's a couple of others, okay? I went for a reading about a job. Like, was I going to be getting a job? I found out I was a starseed. So how well did that go over, right? I was just like a deer in the headlights, you know? Yeah, so the 9/9 date was a date that I picked to transport myself through this amazing journey that I'm so grateful for, that I got to go through Europe, that I got to go down to Africa and Egypt. And then I lived in Australia for almost a year. So ever grateful for that part of my journey that brought me all to you. I equate the twin flame connection with the intensity of that, because that was another massive activation for me to help me remember that I was a healer, that I came here to assist all of you, to help you with your journey, to bring in all the components that I've gone through. Now I'm grateful. At the time on this journey, of course, like all of you, I've gone through major detoxing of my mental and emotional bodies. The full moons and the new moons, I used to just go through agony and just tears, and I didn't want to be here. I know some of you have gone through that process of not wanting to be here. It's getting better. And that's part of my role as a high vibe joy guide to assist you the best way I can. Okay. So the 9-9 portal, yeah, is a big portal. I already feel like I'm going through it. Sometimes I go through things before the date. We just had the biggest solar storm experience that we've had so far. Maybe the Schumann resonance wasn't as high, but the intensity of the light activations from the sun has been beyond beautiful, but also intense. And I've seen new colors coming out of the sun too. Yesterday I saw a lot of violets and purples. I've seen an electric tangerine color. I've been incorporating those colors into my personal meditations and chakra balances. It's also, I've shared this before, it's very, very key for all of you to come up with some type of energetic routine where you're clearing your energy field and sealing it. This is being sovereign. This is being mindful that everyone has an energy body, whether we can see it or not. And some people's energy bodies are wide open, and some of them have allowed other energies to inhabit them. So this is something as a sovereign being that we learn to release the fear about that, but knowing that just like putting a coat on in the morning, sealing up our energy field, putting a cloak of protection on our energy field before we go out the door and when we come home is key to helping us stay clear and focused and listening to our higher self, okay? That's another thing too. I work with all of you to bring in your higher self messages and to help you work with your higher self. I consider myself a higher self liaison, but I also bring you tools to empower you to listen to your own inner guidance. And that's what this is all about as well. Because then it helps you get on your soul mission and your path sooner. The sooner we bring our energy up and running and clear away the clutter, which is another wonderful energy around Virgo, which we're in right now, declutter, to open up and receive the new energy and the new guidance. We've kind of been in this in-between stage, especially after the weekend. So you're integrating, we're going through a big integration at this point, but we're also, 1 foot towards the 9-9 portal to accelerate us faster to the full moon, to the equinox. And the equinox is another powerful shift in our realities and for the collective consciousness for 2019. So, and I just noticed the portal is 9919, okay? The Equinox gateway will be a big shift to prepare us for the next month and so on as we accelerate and expand and move into the energies of 2020. So let me just check and see. I want to make sure that I covered everything. So, because I wrote down a bit of a transmission. So we have not only the 9-9 portal, we have Saturn that's going to be going direct on the 18th of September. So the planetary aspects are connected to our chakra system. And I use the 12 chakra system in sessions and readings, but there's more, of course. But that's just a representation of sort of where everyone is at. And Saturn has been retrograde since the spring, and it's about karma and lessons. So there's going to be lots of celebration and joy when it moves direct, and it's beautiful that it's moving direct right before the equinox gateway. Okay, so the equinox will be shifting us in the northern hemisphere from summer to fall, and in the southern hemisphere, it's going to be shifting you from winter to spring. Okay. Then we also, oh yeah, okay. I haven't looked into the full moon yet. I will look into that for next week, but it is on the 13th or 14th of September. And again, it's going to be another accelerated light code activation for all of us for the equinox. What is this doing? It's expanding our consciousness. It's helping us remember more of who we are. It's bringing in another version of our higher self to help us move forward. Our higher self is integrating into our physical body. Our physical bodies are becoming light bodies. They're becoming crystalline. They're becoming our biocomputers. And I often talk about that, as you all know. Let me see, what else did I want to share about? I've been seeing new rays, and I've definitely been seeing a lot of aquamarine and emerald rays, which for me is connected to the Lemurian energy. For those of you who don't know, the Lemurian energy is very much connected to the west coast of North America, and it kind of pivotals and peaks around the Hawaiian Islands. But it was that mass community and energy was mainly, it was as big as the Pacific Ocean is. So some of you might be connecting with that Lemurian energy as well right now, and also the mermaid energy. Others on the other side, you might be connecting with the Merlin energy and the dragons. Everything comes in as a piece when it's required, but there's all sorts of beautiful things happening and manifesting. Some of you might be clearing and working with the Atlantean and the Greek or the Mediterranean energy. And what's interesting is this is the first, my assignment has changed. So this is the first fall that my energy will not be focused on the Mediterranean. My energy will be focused here on the West Coast in the Lemurian energy. So I'm very excited about that. Let me see. One of the new rays that came my way, they just come when I'm walking. I'll just get a flash of color while I'm walking in the woods. So one of the new rays that came in was like an electric tangerine color. And I was, for those of you who are starseeds, I was given that the Orion Council of Light wanted to come in and connect with me. I'll be bringing in more information about that for starseeds soon. I work with many councils of light, and I usually I've set it up so that I will contact them when I'm out in nature and see who wants to connect. I only work with the teams of light because there's always a dark aspect of everything, as we know, on this planet. And they were just giving me some information about some of the sharings that I'll be giving to all of you as starseeds coming up as well. And I definitely have seen pillars of light in the sky. I've just been sitting there watching the blue sky and the scenery, and I've just seen a flash and pillars of light coming in. So that was the energy that we've been integrating since the weekend, okay? All right. Let me just see if there's anything else that I wanted to talk about, and then I'm going to check in and see how you all are doing. I wanted to thank everybody who's booked sessions on readings. The abundance session, mini and full hours, still in the comments below. All my sessions on my website are still on special. I am going to be announcing a new website probably in about a month, so I'm not too sure what changes are going to be made. But just so, because there's lots of options, the 12 chakra sessions help to fine tune your instrument, and I go through a meditation with you and your higher self to make sure that nothing is blocked and that everything is flowing, so you can manifest and set intentions and have a wonderful existence. The Akashic healing is a deeper healing, same, includes that, but also we go to your copy of the Akashic records and do a healing and clearing from other timelines, okay? I'll answer all your questions soon, I promise. All right. So yeah, there's going to be huge shifts and changes coming up for me. I've already been given some insights. I'm offering a 2-bundle class for this month. It's going to integrate the 9/9 portal and be part of the full moon. And I'm going to be having an online class as well for the Equinox. So you guys can check that out. I just posted about that today. It's going to be a 2-for-1 bundle for the time being, just because I want to kick things off. These classes are going to have a bit of everything. They're going to be an Ascension, New Earth 5D class, talking about crystalline bodies, codes, a little bit for twin flames, a little bit for starseeds, a little bit of everything. And I'll definitely have a Q&A and probably bring in a meditation as well. And the intention will be to integrate whatever we need to for each portal, okay? Because I was guided that this is part of our preparation for 2020. There's also a bundle. There'll be a class for the 1010 portal, and there'll be a class for the 1111 gateway as well. That's what I have so far. I will be setting up an online shop, and I'll announce more about that when that is ready to bring high vibe products to all of you to help you with your journey. But also I'm going to be setting up some trips as well for 2020, okay? Where we go and do grid work and stuff together. I'm super excited. Everyone is invited, divine feminines and divine masculines, whoever is called, okay? All right, just a couple of cards I wanted to show, and then I'll check on what you all have to say. This came forward today. It came forward in a reading, but it's been coming forward for me too. So we are still in a deep integration process from the Lion's Gate, and we're also in a process of accelerated motion. Go, go, go. The energy right now might be overwhelming. It might feel something like, oh my gosh, I'm on a deadline. That's what it feels like for me. Stay present, stay in the now, breathe, and also just work on, like, create a list and just work on whatever you can during the day, okay? Throat chakra activation right now, and I was experiencing some physical symptoms, sore throat, and like a fever. I think I shared this before. So we'll go through periods where we're integrating plasma light and our bodies will be freezing cold. We'll go through a period of integrating diamond light and we'll have heat. And I've been going through the heat process. It's felt like a fever. So I've had that off and on for the last couple of days. The best way to integrate, sleep. Or if you can't sleep, rest somewhere in nature. You know, it's still summer here. I'm close to a beach, so I often will take a beach mat and just go, or a towel, and go lie on the sand and just ask Gaia. But that's what's happening right now. I'm going through another throat integration to be at a higher frequency to help all of you, okay? And then number 11, balance. So there's going to be that balancing process of divine feminine, divine masculine. I shared that as well the more we shed, the more we release the old paradigm of what's in our lower chakras and the belief systems around being male and female, the more the goddess and the god can come in, the king and the queen, and the new divine feminine, divine masculine templates that are being integrated in all of us. Okay. So I'm going to check in and see what everyone's up. If anyone's interested, there is availability for some sessions for the 9/9 gateway as well. So you can just email me about that. Okay, let me see if I can figure out the how everybody is doing. I'm going to go right back to the beginning. Hi, welcome. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Awaken Ascending. Welcome, Minnesota. Welcome, North Carolina. Welcome, Florida. Welcome, Arkansas. I have been to Little Rock, Arkansas. I actually have some crystals, not with me, but I have some crystals from Little Rock. Welcome down under in Australia. Hey, Soul Sister, good to see you. Indigo really resonates with Lyran's lion beings. Yeah, when I work with the galactic councils, I work with there's representation from all the galactic councils. I haven't specifically been called to work with the Lyrans, but they could be coming because I wasn't expecting the Orion Council of Light either. Aloha, welcome. The sun will shine its true color and time is up for yes, the sun and DNA will be a huge topic. Yes, the sun activations are activating the next level of our DNA. And I actually saw a license plate on Saturday that said DNA on it. So thank you for bringing that up. This is a big time for a DNA activation. Margot, I love the rays. Getting lilac mist time in Florida seems to sparkle. Yeah. Oh, I love the lilac mist. That's so beautiful. Do you have a crystal shopper vendor to recommend, please? I don't at this time. I will be sourcing some things out. Oh, good. You've already connected with something. There you go. Just reading through everyone. Glad everybody's working things out. Are you part of Pluto and Virgo generation? Curious. Don't know. I don't know if you're asking me or somebody else about the Virgo generation. If you want to share a little bit more about that, you can. Welcome Tucson, Arizona. Hi. Welcome Thailand. Fantastic. Soul Sister, thank you. I've been sweating every night, even though it's middle of winter and waking up tired. Yes. So when we're sweating, we're burning off the old programs. That's part of the DNA activation. We're burning off the old programs. And all we can do is just rest through it. Yeah. Okay. Awake and ascending, worst head cold ever. I haven't been sick in forever. Yeah, so you're integrating a lot. Aloha from San Diego. Overheating at night and seeing a lot of energy. Yeah, the overheating just kicked in for me a couple of days ago. Generation Pluto and Virgo. Yeah, I haven't really checked into that. I have a lot of Virgo in my chart because I'm Virgo rising. And I'm also Gemini. I've got the double Mercury. My nodes are in the nodes right now, like Cancer North Node, Capricorn South Node. So I'm being realigned up with my in the next level of my purpose. Ola from El Paso, Texas. Fantastic. Are there any other questions that I can assist you all with right now? Let me know, okay? Otherwise, I'm going to pop off. I didn't want to be on here too long, but I do want to come on and say aloha and see how you're all doing. Very eco-friendly system busters. That is totally me. Eco-friendly system busters. Well, that encompasses not just that era. That's as Starseeds, you came in to do that. As Twin Flames, you came in to do that. As light workers, you came in to do that. And even though it might not seem like it out in the real world, the light has won, and we're just patiently waiting for the green light where many of us can get more things up and running. Okay. I know for me, I had actually planned a whole bunch of trips with all of you for this year, and I got the no. I got it's not the time, because I wasn't aware when I was working on this in the spring. I wasn't aware of some of us have very kind of high profile galactic signatures and sequences. Oh, I'm going to talk about more of that next time. I'm going to talk more about the monad consciousness and the soul groups and the oversoul. That's going to be in the classes as well. But basically, when there's a class, whoever comes to the class, we're going to focus on what everybody wants to share about, and I'll channel in information. There definitely will be a transmission. We are integrating a lot of monad consciousness now, which equates to light codes, numerical sequences, new colors, to amp us up. So basically what happens is we wake up in the morning and we just feel different because we're like I have a different version. And then we're guided to do different things. We're expanding. So I'm expanding like many of you are. But I was in the spring, I already had that downloads. I already had the insight to see a bunch of us going and doing grid work and meditations at certain locations. Other people's already doing that. I, at the moment, for whatever reason, was given that my energy sequence was too high profile and that I would have encompassed a lot of problems on those trips. So I was redirected to 2020, and that's been fine for me because I've been working very long days and for a couple of years now for all of you, and I needed to have a more zen summer, and I'm grateful that I had that. Okay, beautiful tribe. I'm just going to double check and see if there's anything else. Everyone is expanding. I love it. Someone is feeling amazing and clear. That is fantastic. I love that. Yeah, I'm excited for the classes too. So check out the information below if you're interested in classes, or email me. Love you guys all so much. Seriously, I'm so grateful for you. Have a beautiful, beautiful Thursday. Happy 9/9 portal, and I'll check back when I can. Okay. Love you all. Take care. Bye.